24 hours after the hanging of 2611 terrorists Ajmal Kasab, the Indian heroes who put their lives on the line to save ours have come out to attack the government. Their question is simple. How can the government justify spending more than 50 crore rupees of taxpayers' money on privileges and security for a terrorist when it is not paying pensions and medical bills for 8 brave NSG commandos permanently injured during the attack?
मैंने पार्टिसिपेट किया था और ताज होटल वाली लड़ाई को मैंने अंजाम दिया था अपने साथियों के साथ मिलकर। हमारे को जैसे ही आदेश मिला उस पर हमने अमल किया और जो हमारा कार्य था वो हमने पूरा किया, परंतु हमने अपना फर्ज पूरा निभाया, पर सरकार अपना फर्ज या दायित्व निभाने से हमारे को छोड़ दिया गया। इसमें मुझे मेडिकल इनफिट होने की वजह से सर्विस से घर भेज दिया गया है। मुझे उसका मलाल नहीं है, क्योंकि मैं देश के ऊपर बोझ बनकर नहीं बैठना चाहता। अगर मैं एक्टिवेट कार्रवाई नहीं कर सकता और मैं एक्टिव इनफिट हूं तो वो मेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, परंतु अब मुझे 13 महीने से 1 रुपया भी पेंशन के तौर पर नहीं मिल रहा है और मैं मेरा इलाज अपने पैसे से करा रहा हूं, क्योंकि जो ECHS कार्ड वगैरह मिलते हैं पेंशन के बाद इलाज करने के लिए वो मुझे 1 साल बाद मिले हैं।
उन 11 लोगों में से 2 लोगों को, एक को नौकरी से निकाल दिया गया। कहा गया कि वो आगे नौकरी करने के लिए फिट नहीं है, मेडिकली अनफिट है। उसी हमले के दौरान उनको जो चोटें आई थी या जो भी था उसी की वजह से वो मेडिकली अनफिट हुए, उनको नौकरी से निकाल दिया गया। और एक है जिन्होंने VRS ले ली, बाकी 9 अभी नौकरी में हैं और वो 11 के 11 अपने हकों के लिए लड़ रहे हैं और उनको तरह तरह से परेशान किया जा रहा है।
The gentleman in question has been paid 31 lakh rupees, which is in the form of ex gratia payment by the government of Maharashtra and the government of India. I believe that he also receives rupees 25,000, which is in the form of a war injury pension. Insofar as the retirement benefits are concerned, if I am correctly informed, since the gentleman in question retired within 14 years, and apparently the pension provisions kick in only if you put 15 years.
And we are asking you, when India can spend 50 crore rupees on a terrorist, should it deny, is it justifiable to deny just a measly 4,000 rupees to a hero? Call us now, share your thoughts. We'd like to know what you think. The numbers there are flashing on your screen. Also joining us on the show today is Arvind Kejriwal of India Against Corruption. Arvind, thank you very much for talking to Headlines today. I will come to you in just a bit. Let me in fact go across to our first caller who's calling in. Go ahead caller, you're live. Share your thoughts with us. Go ahead Sandeep, you're live, you're on air. Go ahead and share your thoughts with us.
Yeah, Rukmini, thank you very much. I have the problem with the attitude of this government. They can't even have a sympathetic attitude towards the people who serve the country. If they can see it sympathetically, they can find out a solution for the person. Instead, what Mr. Manish Kumar is justifying the things that he has got the money and government has done everything they can do. But that is the least they should do is to contact the person and find out a solution for him.
Right. All right, Sandeep, thank you for joining us with your thoughts. Let me go across to Arvind, who's with us now. Arvind, how do you explain the callous attitude of the government as far as war heroes and war veterans are concerned? This is in fact not the first time that something like this is happening. The same kind of protests were raised by some of the war veterans of Kargil. We saw them burning crutches. There have been protests on various occasions where war heroes claim that they have been neglected by the government. How do you explain something like this?
First, I want to correct the facts. Mr. Manish Tiwari and the government is completely lying. Mr. Manish Tiwari said that 31 lakh rupees has been given to him. RTI information received says 31 lakh rupees was given to 11 injured people, not to Surinder Singh. Complete lie, blatant lie. It's shameless on the part of the government. 31 lakh rupees, I mean, your reporter has a copy of the RTI that was filed by Surinder Singh. Number two, he says 25,000 rupees pension he is receiving. He is not receiving a single penny pension. He is not receiving anything. Can the government show the bank account in which that pension has been credited? And if the government cannot, then will the government tell whose head would roll for misleading the nation on such a sensitive issue? And the third thing is, Mr. Manish Tiwari also said some time back that on 16th November, Mr. Surinder Singh was conveyed on phone that his pension would start happening.
Right.
When did the government start talking to the people on phone? This is not the process. I was also in the government. There has to be a letter. There has to be a sanction letter. There has to be, the money has to go to the bank. I think it is complete shamelessness on the part of the government. The better thing would have been, the government should have accepted that yes, look, we made a mistake and we will give all his due benefits tomorrow.
Right.
That would have been a much better and a graceful response.
Okay, interesting, Arvind. You're saying that the government has really not checked its facts and it is in fact misleading with the kind of information given out by Manish Tiwari. I will come back to you in just a bit. Let me go back to the next caller. Prasanna is calling us from Bangalore. Prasanna, go ahead, share your thoughts with us.
Yeah, I'm Prasanna here, calling from Bangalore. I just wanted to point to one thing. When a culprit is angled for carrying out 2611 Act on November 21st, 2012, media shown it for 24 hours. When a soldier who fought for the people of India on 26/11 and 2008 terror attack, on November 22nd, 2012, when he is actually in a conference sharing stage with Arvind Kejriwal, media doesn't have the patience to cover the entire show till it's over. They just shown it for 2 to 3 minutes and run over. Is this the way media is biased and choosing?
Right, that's a fair point. Let me in fact go back to Arvind. Arvind, are we as a nation insensitive to the sacrifices made by our war heroes? This is, like I said, not the first time we are having something like this. The government completely ignoring the NSG heroes who had such a major part while the 26/11 terror attacks were taking place. They played such a huge and massive role. And once the incident is over, they forget the heroes.
Two things. Firstly, the nation, we can't blame the nation. The nation is the callers, the people who are calling you. And you can see the anger and the sentiments of the people of this country. The government is not nation. The government, I think, today has become the problem of this nation. Surinder Singh, his son was just 4 years old. His son was born on 22nd November 2008. He did not even see the face of his son. And he straight away went to the battlefield. He straight away went to Mumbai. And this is the way the government is going to treat this person.
Right. Let me go across to our next caller. Muralidharan is calling in from Chennai. Muralidharan, go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Actually, if you ask me which is the worst government in the world, I would say it is the Congress government. Because all the things are troubled with this government. See, today I like to say, I like Mamata Banerjee because I also bring a no confidence motion. From Chennai itself, I bring no confidence motion. They will see the impact in the year 2014. And I want this government to be very careful in the Sarabjit issue also. No tip or tat should be taken from the Pakistan.
Alright, let me go across to our next caller before I go back to Arvind. Loveleen is calling us from Punjab. Loveleen, go ahead, share your thoughts.
Madam, I would like to ask my question in Hindi. Could I please?
Please go ahead.
हाँ जी सर, मुझे केजरीवाल जी नमस्कार जी, मुझे आपसे ये प्रश्न, ये गवर्नमेंट से प्रश्न पूछ रहा है कि जब भी कोई किसी हीरो के लिए ऐसे होती है, इंजरीज होती है या उनको गौ से निकाला जाता है, अगेंस्ट इंडियन गवर्नमेंट से अगेंस्ट वो कोई भी आवाज उठती है कि इन्होंने ये एक्सपेंसेस नहीं दिए, बस एक स्टेटमेंट दे देते हैं, कोई भी इनका सांसद आके ये पेमेंट हो चुकी है, उसका कोई एविडेंस नहीं देते। और जब कोई इनका कोई मंत्री या कोई पीछे एलिगेशन लगे सोनिया जी पे कि वो गवर्नमेंट के एक्सपेंसेस पे अमेरिका जा रही हैं, उस पर ये कह देते हैं कि अगर कोई जाता तो क्या है। मुझे इस बात पर जो समझ नहीं आती कि नेशनल हीरोज को ये जो इनकी रक्षा करते हैं उनके लिए कुछ नहीं करते, और ये कुछ खुद अपने लिए इनका कोई रूल नहीं है।
All right, Arvind, can you respond to the caller? Did you hear what she had to ask you?
No, she is very right, and in fact, you see, the government is saying that because he served for 14 years, the rule says that if you don't serve for 15 years, you will not get your pension. Now, if an MP and an MLA serves even for 2 days, he gets pension for the whole of his life. Is that justified? Is this country meant only for politicians? A person, a soldier who staked his life for the country, Surinder Singh has fought in 2 battles. He was there in Kargil war also, and he was there in this Mumbai case also. Such a person who has served for 14 years, doesn't he deserve a pension? If the rules needed to be changed, they should have been changed. But I am told that the rules need not have been changed. The government could have given him that grace of 1 year, and they could have given him the pension. But the government doesn't do it. The government is completely careless about the soldiers and about the people who are putting their lives.
All right. Let me go across to our next caller. Vikas is calling us from Lucknow. Vikas, go ahead. Share your thoughts.
Yes. Ma'am, I have a question.
Please.
That pension has not been delivered so far. What has not been delivered so far? What type of the actions should be taken against the government?
All right, that's a fair question, Vikas. Let me toss that to Arvind. All right, before I go to our next caller, let me in fact go back to Arvind. Arvind, what is the action that you're likely to take now? What can Surinder and other NSG commandos do, considering you just heard the response of the government there saying that they have been, giving these people pensions and there's nothing really to complain. What next for them?
I mean, this is what I spoke to Surinder Singh. His first demand is that he has seen under the Right to Information application the file, one of the files. He was just shown one file. In that file, he saw that many people in this country donated money for these brave soldiers. The most shameless thing is that the government kept that money with itself. They did not even give that money. He saw several checks, photocopies of several checks lying in the file. Where has that money gone? He said, I don't want money. But please hold an inquiry and find out what happened to the money which was given by the citizens of this country in our name. That money has also been, has that money been siphoned off? We don't know. There ought to be an inquiry. And I would encourage Headlines Today. One specific example he gave, I think it was Rohan Motors Limited or something. They had given a check of 2 lakh rupees in the name of Surinder Singh. He saw the photocopy of that check. He is even given the check number and it is Corporation Bank of Connaught Place. Can Headlines Today find out whether the check has been encashed? If the check has actually been encashed, I think it's a huge scam that is taking place. In the name of these brave soldiers, the government of India took the money from the citizens and I think that money has been siphoned off. So I would urge Headlines Today to get this inquiry done.
All right, where is the money going? The money which was donated by the citizens of this country to these brave soldiers, our heroes, is not really reaching them. Let me go across to our last caller of the day. Komaravalli calls us from Cochin. Komaravalli, go ahead. You're on air. What are your thoughts?
Hello. Hello.
Go ahead, madam. You're on air.
I would like to convey that the present government, with what irresponsibility they are treating the people of India and the great heroes who are fighting for India with giving their life without expecting at the moment they are facing a terrorist. If they are survived, what the nation has to do for them, is it given to them and their family? And how much money is spent by the government for the extravagance of the political leaders and the family? Is it true for the government to be injustice to the people of India?
Right. All right, Komaravalli, fair point. You made your point there. Arvind, a lot of outrage there against the government on this particular issue concerning war heroes in particular. We're totally out of time. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us on Headlines Today.